but really for New York City. And I think, her adding her name to the ballot is a phenomenal opportunity. We've got a new slate of women leaders, and, she's one that we hope to add to that long list. So, Corina, come on up here.
Hello. In case you wonder, I'm not Russian, so I'm Romanian. So we get out clearly from the start. So I grew up in communism, and there is no way I'm going to be a Democrat or a socialist in the U.S. There is no way Bernie will convince me of free stuff, because it's nothing free in life. I grew up where the lights were going off at 8 p.m., we had hot water once a week, and we had no TV. So I ended up coming to the U.S. on a scholarship. And I was lucky enough because when communists fell, I was young enough so I could have a life. My grandparents and my parents didn't have that an easy life. So I came here on a scholarship, and I think one of the reasons I'm running is because I want to give back to what I was given. I wasn't born here, but America gave me a lot. So I can tell you every morning I wake up and I thank God that I'm here, and I thank God that literally America saved me and gave me an amazing life. So I graduated from a good school, and probably because I read a lot when I was a kid, I got good opportunities. I see kids nowadays, they don't read at all. So for me, education is one of the most important things because kids nowadays are not informed and they are not working hard. And if you don't work hard, you don't have a good education, you're not gonna have a good job in the future. So one of the main points I'm trying to help, and the district I'm in, is try to promote education. And it's funny because the district I am is like Upper West Side, which is Morningside, Manhattan Valley, is Columbia, and that's where I graduated from. So it's where I lived all my life. Upper West Side is my home, and it's the place I love the most. So education first. If you have a good education, you're gonna have a good job in the future. The jobs I had them through hard work and through determination. I came here alone, I had no family. I went to interviews and I worked hard. I was working 14 hours a day at one point, and that's life. You have to make it. And the future, it's bright right now because the technology will offer kids new opportunities. New York is gonna be transformed in 15 years thanks to technology. We might not have a lot of cars, but we might have a different town. After education and jobs, I want to tackle the immigration. I know it's not an easy topic, and I know it's gonna get people either love you or hate you. I came here legally, and I worked hard. I'd never been a day illegally, and it took me 8 years to get my green card, and I played by the rules. I want people that are in a hard situation and working hard to have an opportunity, not to be exploited by being underpaid because they have no working papers. But at the same time, as I respected the rules, I don't want to be put in the same bucket with someone who didn't respect the rules. And I find it personally offensive because it's not fair if you respect the rules to be put in the same bucket with someone who doesn't. So immigration is another perspective, another topic that I'm very strong about, and I'm trying to help people that really want to be in America, work hard, and have a future, but at the same time give them a legal status, but don't repeat the same mistakes we made in the 80s, because if we do amnesty in 30 years down the road, we're going to have the same situation we have now. So we should learn from that. The fourth topic I would be very passionate is housing and food stamps, because New York still is a very expensive town, and the way the rates are going, Manhattan is going to be a millionaire's island. If you're not a millionaire, you're barely going to make it in Manhattan. So we need to look seriously in this problem, because I lived in Manhattan for 17 years, 18 almost, and I've seen the rents going up every year. So I don't know when they're going to stop. And fourth topic, I want to address people need to go back to values. I'm a Christian, and it's very hard to be a Christian in New York. If you're a Christian and a Republican in New York, God forbid, you need to hide. And we need to kind of get the courage not to be afraid to be a Republican in New York. After the election, I was like, literally, I had such a happy feeling after the election to wear my Trump jacket, and no one could say anything. I wore it 2 days before, and everyone was about to stab me. So, and it was really like a happy feeling for me to say that I'm a Republican. I'm saying it everywhere. I'm probably the only Republican in my building, and it's really not easy to get Republicans on Upper West Side. But I really want to make people realize Republicans are not bad people. We believe in God, we believe in economy, we believe in the country, in fairness, in hard work. We are not misogyns, we are not bad people that media wants us to look like bad people. So I had this guy yesterday comes directly to me like, you're a Democrat, no? And I looked, it's like, why do you think that? It's like automatically you branded something like, if you're Republican, you're bad. And New York Republicans should be firm, strong, and we should stand up and show that Republicans in New York are amazing. I know it's not gonna be an easy fight, but my great-grandmother always told me the story of David and Goliath, so I think we're gonna be David in New York, so let's hope for a good run in November and in the future. So thank you so much for the opportunity. Any questions?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's my first time running, just so you know. I'm not.
We'll field 2 questions.
Yeah, 2 questions. So.
What is your district?
My district is basically Manhattan Valley. So it starts at 69, goes up to Morningside, Central Park to Broadway. So it's Manhattan Valley. It's one of my favorite areas. I lived on 69, 72nd, 86, 96, and 110. So I kind of covered all the neighborhood. So I know all the stores and everything in the area. So actually I've been there. So.
Do you have a website yet?
I'm working on it actually, and hopefully I'm gonna have it by next week. I'm working on getting pretty pictures and working hard on it. I never run for office, actually it's a last minute decision, and I done it because I really love my area, and it's one amazing area. Upper West Side is basically a true New Yorker area. I don't want it to lose the character, I don't want it to become plastic, I don't want it to become like fake, and I want it to keep that kind of like unique that is New York. I want my kids to enjoy Central Park and all the Harlem and all the beautiful parks we have without having to feel like in a hotel. So.
What's your education background and what's been your vocation in life so far?
So my parents are business type of people, so they've always believed that mathematics is a good skill to have. Initially, I wanted to be a movie director, so my mom said, you're not gonna make money out of that. So I came here on a scholarship for undergrad at Georgetown. I worked in DC with the World Bank for 2 years, and then I came to grad school at Columbia. After that, I worked in finance as an energy trader, crude oil trader for almost 12 years. And right now I'm still doing that, but I'm trying to move towards more digital media. I'm working on the side on setting up a digital media company. That is my passion, and that's always I wanted to do. So trying to move away from my parents' influence of mathematics and go more in a creative part. But I always believe that good education helped me, and I'm always been grateful for that education because it paid my bills. As much as I thought that mathematics is not fun, it's really helpful to read and to learn a lot. We had no TV growing up, so I was reading about a book a week. Right now, a kid doesn't read a book a week. I want to see that kid, so it will be nice to see that. English, it's still an accent there, but I'm not Russian, so English was my last language that I learned, and it's the hardest one. So.
Any other questions? We can field those afterwards. We've got one last brief speaker.
Yes.